It sounds like the plot of a high-stakes thriller, but this is not a movie. This is real life, and the victim at the center of it all is none other than BTS's Jungkook. Earlier this month, international authorities confirmed that the mastermind of a 38 billion won, $28 million hacking scam has finally been extradited to South Korea, where he now awaits interrogation. The staggering crime, believed to be one of the largest cyber fraud cases in K-pop history, sent shockwaves through fans, the music industry, and even government officials. But the biggest question remains: why was Jungkook the target? Investigators revealed that the syndicate orchestrated a sophisticated hacking operation that attempted to breach sensitive financial accounts linked to entertainment companies and celebrity profiles. Among those targeted, the name that stood out was Jungkook, the world-famous singer, dancer, and golden maknae of BTS. For cybercriminals, Jungkook wasn't just a star, he was the jackpot. His global influence, lucrative endorsements, and billion streaming solo hits like Seven and Standing Next to You made him a prime target. If successful, the scheme could have drained millions directly connected to his image and music empire. The mastermind, whose name has not yet been disclosed publicly, was captured overseas after a long international manhunt. Authorities from multiple countries cooperated in tracking down the suspect, who had been hiding under layers of digital identities. Finally, in August 2025, he was flown back to Seoul under heavy security. The sight of the accused criminal being escorted by officers at Incheon International Airport instantly dominated headlines across South Korea. Now, the nation waits as prosecutors prepare for a lengthy interrogation and potential trial. So far, Jungkook himself has remained silent. He has not issued a public statement about the hacking attempt, choosing instead to focus on his music and upcoming BTS activities. But ARMY, the passionate global fandom, has been anything but silent. On social media, hashtags like #ProtectJungkook and #JusticeForJK trended within hours of the news breaking. Fans expressed anger not only at the criminals, but also at the risks celebrities face in an increasingly digitalized world. One fan wrote, "If they can go after Jungkook, one of the most protected stars in the world, who's safe anymore?" Experts believe Jungkook's global recognition was precisely why hackers chose him. With over 30 million Weverse followers, tens of millions on Instagram, and billions of streams on Spotify, his digital footprint is enormous. Cybersecurity analysts warn that hackers often target high-profile figures not just for money, but for leverage. Data, unreleased music files, and even private messages can be sold on black markets for staggering amounts. Celebrities like Jungkook are not just artists, they're global brands worth billions. To hackers, that's like gold. As the interrogation begins, Korean authorities are expected to uncover whether Jungkook was the only target, or if other K-pop stars were also on the list. Rumors are already circulating that the hacker ring may have attempted to breach HYBE's internal servers, raising fears of unreleased BTS projects being compromised. For now, fans wait anxiously, demanding stronger protection for their idol. The case of Jungkook versus the 38 billion won hacker is only just beginning. The trial could stretch for months, and its revelations may shake not only the K-pop industry, but also the way celebrities are protected in the digital age. Because if Jungkook, one of the most beloved and globally recognized stars, can become the target of a multi-billion won scam, then no one is untouchable. The news of Jungkook being the target of a colossal cybercrime didn't just spark headlines, it rattled an entire industry. And now, as the extradited mastermind faces his first round of interrogation in Seoul, the story is spiraling into something far bigger than anyone expected. Behind closed doors, industry insiders whispered that this was the nightmare HYBE had always feared. Leaked documents, unreleased music demos, financial breaches? For a company managing the world's most powerful boy band, the stakes couldn't be higher. If hackers had succeeded in breaching Jungkook's private data, it might not have just been money at risk. Imagine the chaos if BTS's unreleased tracks, schedules, or even personal messages had been dumped online. The cultural and financial damage could have been catastrophic. One anonymous HYBE staffer allegedly told Korean press, "This isn't just about one idol. This was a direct attack on the global music industry." The day the extradition was confirmed, ARMY went into action. In Seoul, fans gathered outside HYBE's headquarters holding purple signs reading, "Protect Jungkook, Protect BTS." In New York, London, and Jakarta, Twitter trends surged with #JusticeForJK climbing into the worldwide top 10. Fan bases launched fundraising drives, not for Jungkook, who hardly needs it, but for cybersecurity charities, sending a message: "We fight back." The fandom's passion became a story in itself. Several international outlets described ARMY as a digital army guarding their idol in real life. Though Jungkook has remained silent on the incident, his actions spoke louder than words. On August 20th, 2025, Jungkook quietly posted an Instagram story, a simple black screen with the words, "I'm okay, don't worry too much." That was all it took. Within minutes, the post gathered over 10 million interactions. Fans broke down in tears, leaving thousands of comments like, "We're with you no matter what. Please stay safe, Jungkookie. You don't have to be strong alone." It was a reminder of how deeply Jungkook's words resonate, not as a celebrity, but as a human being under immense pressure. Korean prosecutors are preparing what could be a landmark trial. The accused faces charges of cyber fraud, identity theft, and international racketeering. Reports suggest multiple accomplices are still at large, meaning the extradited mastermind may not have acted alone. Authorities are now combing through terabytes of seized data to determine how much of BTS and Jungkook's private information was compromised. Legal experts predict the trial could stretch well into 2026, with Jungkook possibly being called to testify as a victim. That raises another question. Will Jungkook take the stand? And if he does, how will the world react to seeing BTS's golden maknae in court? In many ways, this case is bigger than Jungkook. It's about what it means to be famous in 2025, in a world where celebrities are not only adored, but also targeted like corporations. A cybercrime analyst told the Korea Herald, "Hackers go where the money and influence are. Jungkook is both. He's one of the most streamed soloists on Spotify, a member of the most influential K-pop group in history, and a brand worth billions. To criminals, he's not just a person, he's a prize." As BTS prepares for their 2026 comeback album and world tour, this scandal casts a shadow. Will Jungkook feel safe performing on stage, knowing that his personal life was almost torn apart by strangers behind screens? Will HYBE reinforce its security systems enough to protect him and his bandmates from further threats? And most hauntingly, what if the hackers already accessed more than authorities realize? The questions are endless. The answers, still out of reach. It's easy to look at Jungkook, the confident performer on stage, the record-breaking soloist, the global superstar, and forget that behind the spotlight, he is also just a young man. But the $38 million one cybercrime case has reminded the world of a harsh truth. Stardom comes with invisible wounds. Insiders close to HYBE revealed that while Jungkook appears calm in public, the hacking attempt has weighed heavily on him. Imagine living in a world where every password could be cracked, every message intercepted, every private moment stolen. For someone like Jungkook, whose life is already scrutinized by millions, the thought of strangers digging into his digital life is terrifying. A source allegedly close to the star told Korean media, "Jungkook has always been resilient, but this shook him. It wasn't just money they were after, it was his privacy, his humanity." The Jungkook case didn't just make headlines, it sent shockwaves through the entire K-pop industry. Other entertainment companies reportedly ordered immediate reviews of their cybersecurity protocols. Idol groups, both rookies and veterans, were warned to change their digital habits, new phone numbers, stricter encryption, and even offline-only storage for unreleased music. One industry insider bluntly stated, "If Jungkook can be targeted, then no one is safe. Every idol is now a potential victim."